Thank you for staying with us. It's still Sports Tonight, and we're right back. Of course, I have Tobi Adepoju and Onyewu Chimajuku still very much around. I told you that once we're back, we'll talk about the girls. We've spoken about the Super Eagles. Let's talk about the women, the Super Falcons. They're training in Abuja. Not too many friendly games for the team. They have to play local friendlies. But only en route Namibia 2 years ago, they were playing against boys team. There was really no friendly for them to play. They were playing boys team. But the coach is happy that some of the foreign-based players are beginning to arrive. Maybe that could be the boost that they've been waiting for.
No, Tony, I don't think we should push our luck too far. That they played the boys team the last time and won the tournament should not be the yardstick for preparation for, preparing for a tournament of this kind of magnitude. Our opponents are playing friendlies, tough friendlies. I learned that Kenya are already almost in Cameroon. I remember, Tony, that we played Cameroon, the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon, in the final in Windhoek, and now they are going to host, and they are quite formidable. Judging by the kind of team,
there's always been very decent.
They have a striker. It's a woman mountain, difficult to hold, and playing at home will make them more formidable. So we need to prepare. All this issue of playing some local clubs.
How much preparations can we put in now? The tournament is about 2 weeks away.
No, but we knew that the African Cup of Nations will hold every 2 years. So it behoves that we start preparations early enough. This issue, sometimes it could work, sometimes it may not work.
For you, what will have been adequate preparation?
Yeah, I mean, like when you said,
foreign training tour, but we've never gone on a foreign tour for the African Women Championship.
It doesn't mean to be foreign tour. Just if it is going to cost us to bring the team down here, if you can't afford that, let's travel around, play Kenya, play Cameroon, or play countries.
Have we ever done that, preparing for the African Women Championship? We've always prepared in words.
Like when you said, it won't work for us every time. 2 years ago, it worked away. I mean, I'm really worried. I've read a lot of things about Omagweme sounding so confident, sounding so cool about the little preparation they had in their hands and how it is possible for him for her to win. I mean, it's just putting a lot of pressure on herself, because when they get to the tournament proper, the Nigerians will go back to our walls and tell hey, you tell us you can win. I mean, the preparation is not enough. Like when you said Kenya have moved now to Cameroon, the way they engage themselves with club side in Cameroon. I mean, we saw games with Egypt and the rest. I mean, the preparation should be top notch. But like Onye said, very good for him to have the home-based player. Less than 18 days, to our first game in Cameroon, and hopefully when the home-based player comes to camp, he can finally put the preparation together. But it would be very nice if the federation can just put 1 or 2 friendly games for these girls, for us to see them in a test match before the championship kicks off.
Okay, all right. So that's a challenge being thrown at the Nigerian Football Federation. Let's do something. Let's make sure we don't take things for granted. Let's prepare this team adequately so that they can go to Cameroon and retain the trophy they won 2 years ago. Don't forget, the Super Falcons are Nigeria's most successful national team. Always winning, and only on very few occasions have they failed to win. But we hope that this will not be one of them. We hope they go to Cameroon and achieve for Nigeria. Let's come home now, guys, and talk domestic football, the Nigeria Professional Football League. We're off-season now, but the clubs are beginning to prepare very well for pre-season. And it's good. It's a good culture. It's a good attitude. Rivers United have opened camp. Yep. MFM have also done the same. They've called their players back and they're already recruiting. One of the clubs that is also beginning to prepare for the new season is Aqua United. And the first step they took is to name a new coach and unveil the new coach. Yep. They today unveiled coach Abdullahi Makaiba as their new technical advisor.
One thing I'm excited about this deal is a 2-year deal, just like what Rangers did with Imama. It tells us that teams are having plan now on a long-term plan, not like the way you bring a manager in for 1-year contract and then it doesn't plan for the future. I mean, this is very, very good for Aqua United. I mean, last season wasn't brilliant for them under Maurice Koma. They got Mike Kaba, who worked at Wiki Authority for the past 2 years. He finished second and third respectively in that 2 seasons. I think Mike Kaba has gathered a lot of experience as assistant manager and also as a full manager of the club side. So it will add a lot, to Aqua United. It depends on their ambition. I think they want to win major titles. The last time they managed to win was 2015, the Federation Cup, and I mean, they are doing everything to manage to make sure they win the league title in their history. And I think Mike Kaba will be the man that can, get the title for them. I read Maikaba quote. He said, this is a club that really take welfare of player very, very important. And when you work in such atmosphere, you have a good coaching staff, you pay your players well, you have quality players, you surely contest, to be part of those top teams in the MPF. And I think, it will surely work well for Aqua United with Maikaba in there as a coach.
Well, we have pictures of Abdullahi Mekaiba's unveiling. I hope we can get that for you on screen so that you can see what was done by the chairman of Aqua United, Paul Bassi, at the unveiling. But only Abdullahi Mekaiba left the prospects of playing continental football with Wiki Tourists and decided to pitch tent with Aqua United. It says a lot about what his aspirations are and how much work Aqua United did to be able to snatch him from Wiki Tourists.
Yeah, very adventurous. When you look at his history, where he has coached, I think he's a coach that likes living his comfort zone. He has coached Imba, he has coached Wiki Tourists, he has coached Canopilas. So I think he's a coach that wants to make an impression. Aqua played on the continent last season and they couldn't pick anything. Perhaps he wants to make another statement that he can take this club that didn't win anything and make them become champions or at least get a continental ticket. So I think he's quite adventurous, and maybe Paul Bassi also keyed into the policy of the coach. He too wants to make something achieve something for the club, and like Mekaba said in the quote that Toby referred to, that Aqua United have cleared all the outstanding allowances of the players. That says a lot about the management style, and which coach will now want to coach a team that is quite well motivated. So I think Makeba could achieve something. He has shown it before. I saw some of their players, very young players in Wiki, and he was able to mold them into such a formidable team, a team that did not boast of top experienced players. And the playing style, the passing game, the movement, the score plenty of goal, and they defended so well. So it shows that he has quality as a coach, and let's see what he will be able to achieve with Aqua United next season.
Toby, I remember that last season you spoke about Aqua United not having the right manager in Maurice Coman, and you said it was going to end in disaster. And it wasn't a good year for Aqua because Maurice Coman was going in and out of suspension and all of that. Can you say the same? Or what are you going to be saying now about Abdullah Mekaiba?
Really, with due respect to Maurice Coman, I just have that feeling he won't succeed at Aqua United. But I think Mekaiba, like Onya said, for a manager who had decided to work outside his comfort zone, I mean, for him to leave Wiki Tourists, I think he had an ambition, and he had a feeling Aqua United it will work this time. I mean, Mekaiba also want to win a major title as a manager, and it's going to be very key for them. But the most important thing, like Mekaiba said, is the structure at Aqua United. He's tempted to work there, the stadium, the structure, the management that's put in place, and I think, like I said earlier, I think Mekaiba would enjoy the best of coaching at Aqua United. It will get better than Maurice Coman.
All right, so that's the story coming out of Aqua United. Abdullah Mekaiba as a new coach has been unveiled, and we can only wish that this marriage will bring success to both parties, to Aqua United, and of course help Abdullah Mekaiba to also further his credentials. Let's go to Plateau United as well. Kennedy Boboye has also been unveiled as the coach of Plateau United. That's also a surprise.
Well, he has always been linked to Plateau United. Remember when Zakari Baraje was temporarily suspended, he was linked, and we learned the state government pardoned him and brought him back. So Boboye's rumor died natural death. But you remember he left Abia Warriors along the line towards the end of last season, and now he has been able to tie up that deal. But my worry is that Tony, Baraje raised a lot of issues while he was at Plateau United, interference, a lot of issues. I hope all those issues have been, properly sorted out. Boboye is going there. I hope they give him the full support. He also left under some
criminal circumstances at Abia Warriors.
So I hope he will be able to perform to his optimal best at Plateau United. Plateau is a town that boasts of a lot of good footballers. So getting talent may not be the problem, but the club, do they have the right aspiration to help the coach achieve that ambition?
All right, let's wrap it up on this segment and go for a break, Toby. I must thank you so much for your time on the show. Onye, thank you so much as well for your time on the show. It's time for us to go on a break. When we return from the break, our special guest, the president of Ifeanyi Uba FC, Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Uba, will be joining me on Sports Tonight. We'll be taking a look at Federation Cup 2016, the challenges of private club ownership in Nigeria, and a whole lot more on Sports Tonight. Join us again.